Welcome to Talks with TJ. Now, I just saw this and I was like, I gotta say something about this because this is just, there's this level where people think they're so smart, they're so intelligent that it just jumps to like, oh, he's so far ahead that it's like, you gotta really think about what he's saying. There's a level where you say things that seem like it's real far out and smart, but then it just actually takes a turn and it's just like, no, that's actually stupid. Like you're reading way too much into it. Or that logic that you think is so like far out just doesn't apply. Like, so of course I don't own the rights to what I'm about to play. This is just me sharing what's on Twitter from your boy Al Haynes. Just saw it and I was like, I gotta say something about this. So let's play it, I'll go over it. Hopefully I'm not the only one who think what he's saying makes no sense at all. So let's go.
First of all, I want to give a shout out to Kenny Atkinson because, you know, some people came out and was like, yo, Kai and KD got Kenny fired. And look, that was completely false. Listen.
Apparently everybody's saying, you know, that Kyrie got Kenny Atkinson fired. So long story short, they have two superstars waiting to play. And basically the perception around the league is that the Nets are going to come and just dominate the East next season.
Kenny was great for the group that he served. And I was very appreciative of what he was giving us throughout the season when we were playing. We always heard how great Nash was or saw how great Nash was as a player, but also when you get to know him as a person, you understand why he can coexist with us because we don't need somebody to come in and put their coaching philosophy on everything that we're doing and change up the wheel and, yo, you guys need to start doing this, and we start running on the first day of practice and just like, no.
So Kyrie starts off by talking about how, you know, Kenny Atkinson was good for the, you know, he served his purpose basically for the group that we had. If I was the coach, I wouldn't exactly take that as a compliment because you're saying for the limited amount of talent we had, you were a good coach. That's not the same as saying you did a lot with the limited amount of talent that we had. That's a slap in the face.
We always heard how great Nash was or saw how great Nash was as a player, but also when you get to know him as a person, you understand why he can.
So then he takes a sharp turn and says that basically Nash was a great player, which he was. Great player, great person, and could be a great coach. And he says, like, basically you get to know him and you'll see why he basically is a perfect fit for what we have. Again, I keep saying it, but the next part is where it turns dumb.
To know him as a person, you understand why he can coexist with us because we don't need somebody to come in and put their coaching philosophy on everything that we're doing and change up the wheel and, yo, you guys need to start doing this, and we start running on the first day of practice and just like.
So Kyrie, as a person who I'm pretty sure played probably since he was maybe 10 or younger, you mean to tell me all the times you played AAU, pickup, high school, college, NBA, you mean to tell me your problem, you don't want a coach to come in, putting his philosophy onto the team, reinventing the wheel, trying to take control of the team. You don't want him to come in and then have you guys running on the first day of practice. Basically, you don't want this man to coach, is what you're saying. I'm pretty sure I had a coach, right? And what did he do? He told me what the philosophy of the team was. He told me what he expected out of us. And he definitely made us run all the time. This man just really sat here and just basically said he doesn't want Steve Nash to come in and coach. It's you, Kyrie. It's you. Bro, it's you. Now, if you want to sit there and say, that's not exactly what I mean, you can't say those things and then say, well, that's not what I mean. You need to clarify and specify. You sitting there talking about you basically picked a coach who's going to fit well because he's not going to come in and coach. To make it clear, what is he coming to Brooklyn to do? Is he going to be a coach or is he just going to be a figurehead? Because that's what it sounds like you want. And more importantly, it sounds like you just don't want to be told to do anything. I would think it's not even so much that you need to be coached. It's more like you just need to be managed. And when I say managed, he needs to manage the team because he has two top 10 players in the league, and you're in the Eastern Conference, so you guys are going to go really far just off of talent alone. And with the not running first day, and even if you're saying it from a star status of like, my first day I don't want to be running, that's still, that doesn't even sound good because now you come off as so entitled. I don't understand. Let me play the rest because I don't get this.
Like, no, I want somebody, I need somebody that's going to understand that I am a human being first. I serve my community and where I come from first.
So in the background, and I'm pretty sure because this is on KD's podcast, KD's laughing. And I don't know if he's fully laughing because he thinks you know, like you're just with your boy, so he talking, it's like, yo, you a wild boy for even saying that. Or if it's like he fully agrees, or he's just laughing at how stupid it sounds. Then Kyrie takes a turn and saying, no, you need to understand I'm a human being first. Just because you're a human being now, you can't have a coach come and tell you, oh, you need to run, oh, we're gonna do this. This is what I would like our team to run. This is what I would like our team to do. This is our identity I would like the team to have. Is that what you're saying? Because if that's what you're saying, bro, you're stupid. I almost cursed. You're stupid. I'm sorry, you're stupid. There's no way you could, how dumb do you sound, bro? Like, it'd be, what to being a human being, like now you want to play the whole, I'm a human being first, treat me as such, bro. But you mean to tell me my coach just need to realize I'm a human being first? Oh, I don't want to run on the first day. I don't need you to try and reinvent the wheel. I don't need you to try and put your philosophies. That's literally what a coach does. Look at Phil Jackson. His thing, everybody knows, is a triangle. I'm pretty sure he has a philosophy that goes with it. He's the Zen master. Pretty sure he literally has a philosophy that he likes his team to have. You mean to tell me you want Nash to come in and just stand on the sideline? So when it's time to sub somebody in and things like that, what's he supposed to do? Just sit there and hold his hand? You expect Steve Nash to never call a timeout, basically? Bro, I've never heard something so dumb from an NBA player ever. And it gets on my nerve because Kyrie plays the whole I'm so smart that I'm on the level you're not. But then he always plays this little walking back thing where it's like, no, that's not what I mean. That's not what I said. Why are you guys reading too far to it? If you're really that smart, you would know to justify what you say in the moment, because you'll know if I say this, they're probably gonna take it like this. Just like the whole common thing with LeBron talking about, now I felt like I was always the best option on every team I played on, which is only Boston and Cleveland. Now I have a person who can make that shot too. Nothing wrong with that statement. I actually don't disagree, because as great as LeBron is, LeBron isn't a pure shooter. KD is a shooter. KD is more talented that he could just shoot and score way easy with a higher, degree of ease. As smart as you are, you couldn't foresee that people were going to think you were talking about LeBron. But then when everybody calls him out, he goes, well, you got to make it brother against brother. If I had something to say about him, I say it. That's that punk junk. I want to curse so bad. But that's that stuff I don't like, because, bro, if you got something to say it to my face. And I can only imagine what it's like for LeBron. And maybe Kyrie didn't like the fact of he felt like LeBron was trying to little bro him. So you mean to tell me you couldn't foresee that, you saying that? People are automatically going to think about the greatest player you played with when you say that. And again, it's not that he's not right, because I agree. Yes, he has now more of a confidence that if I don't take the shot, I know for a fact KD can make the shot just as well or better than me, as opposed to where LeBron is like, is he actually going to make the shot? He may can get to the rack, or he might try to pass it even. You feel me? So it's not that what he said is wrong. It's just, you can't say that and then just get mad when people think the other way, because, bro, you didn't say you didn't preface it at all. You didn't say LeBron was great, but everybody knows he's not that great of a shooter. So yeah, I was worried. I felt like I was a better option, even though I know he put us in positions to win. You didn't give no type of breakdown like that. And maybe you might feel, well, that's what you want me to say. That's not what was on my mind, so I'm not gonna say it. Because you seem like that type of dude who say some junk like that. But guess what? Now when people start calling you out, stop crying, because you put yourself in that position. How can you just be so smart, you stupid, bro. Let me finish this clip and I get out of here.
And then basketball is something I come and do every single day because I love, and also I have the right ingredients and people around me to come in and do my job at a high level, and I know that they will hold me accountable to that level.
How do you expect your coach and people to hold you accountable to a level when you say things and then they try to hold you accountable for it, but then you want to deny it? Makes no sense. People are love, the people that come around, and then I can play at a high level because this is my job, this is what I love to do, and people can hold me accountable. But you don't even want your coach to be a coach. Part of coaching is holding your team accountable for wins and losses, for good play and bad play. But yet you don't want him to coach, so how can he hold you accountable? Because you're clearly not holding yourself accountable, because you can't even hold yourself accountable for the dumb things you're saying every time you say something. But I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about.
It's no disrespect to Kenny or any other coaches I play with. It's just Steve coming in at this moment and then following up with putting together a great coaching core was going to make us more successful.
Last point, I like how he goes at the end, that's no disrespect to Kenny Atkinson. So when you even said that comment about LeBron and shooting and things like that, he didn't have the wherewithal to even say, I'm not talking about LeBron, or no disrespect to LeBron, because the statement he made would include LeBron anyway, because you said out of all the teams you felt like you're the best option. But again, that's not wrong for feeling that way. But you didn't preface it with any type of no disrespect to LeBron. We all know he's a great player. But then he goes and says no disrespect to Kenny Atkinson. Well, where was that preface for LeBron? Because you don't respect LeBron. You don't like LeBron. maybe even jealous. That's the words that have been thrown out the last couple of days. Even when LeBron said, was asked the question, how did him and AD work so well? He said, because we're not adjusting each other. And LeBron's not stupid. We all know LeBron says so subliminal things. I guess that means it's my time, but again, I don't know. It's just, I just had to get that off my chest. I'm out of here. Kyrie, you stupid.